You know, Series 1 just had a bunch of just normal cheating. Stacked decks, unique amount of copies, cards in the sleeve. They just cheated like normal people.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we? Are we talking? I see Mai being brought up in the chat. Lyra, I have a thing I have to say. I have to talk about it.
Do it.
Okay, so Mai's trick was that she sprayed perfumes on her cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how she predicted, quote, the card, and it would fuck up her opponents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been in a perfume aisle in a fucking grocery store?
Mm-hmm.
That is what that smells like. You cannot differentiate those smells. I'm sorry. A whole bunch of them on those cards. There's like 50 cards in a deck. And she has 40 unique scents mixed in together there, and she can tell which one is which without getting it anywhere near her nose. So either this is absolute bullshit on an even higher level than we thought, or Mai has a superhuman nose, and nobody is talking about that. Nobody is talking about the fact that this woman could find like drugs at an airport. This woman could sniff out truffles if she wanted. That she could track down like missing people with that sense of smell. Everybody has never talked about. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's all you'll be able to think about now.
Happy says that's her trick. She looks at her cards while you're trying not to pass out.
It would work against me. It would work against me. I'm that person who's like dies in the perfume aisles. Just go on without me as I like fall to the ground, unable to breathe. Anyway, I'm glad you just don't notice because you're half conscious. Exactly. Anyway, I just want all of you to like. I just hope all of you enjoy. I've thought about that for years now. For years, whenever the last time I replayed that, I was like, wait a fucking second. That would just be. Also, no, there's no way that people around her didn't, like, when she would have her deck on her, did not notice her. Also, something just occurred to me.
What's that?
Mai's an adult woman, isn't she?
Probably.
Oh.
No,
Why is she paired with Joey?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yugioh, please stop being weird about this. Yugioh, please stop being weird about. Don't bonk. Don't bonk. Do not attempt to bonk.
Oh yeah.
I'm right and I should say it.
Something I wanted to mention about Jaden's deck. Unless he states otherwise in the show, he more than likely has multiple copies of each of his elemental heroes that aren't the fusion deck cards. And the anime just only lets him pull one for variety / spice per duel.
It's a good deck. He's really thoughtful. Why is he like considered like he really is characterized as the dumb one?
In fairness, everyone's kind of following the archetypes in GX. Happy, when do they make Dark Magician an archetype? How long does that take?
Lyra.
What's up?
Lyra, Mai is 24 apparently. Her design notes put her 24 years old. Joey is 17 or 18.
Well, on the bright side, at least that's close enough that you add 10 years to it and it's no longer creepy.
As long as they actually get the other 10 years in the future. Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! Animes, please.
Yeah,
can anyone who's watched the more recent...
Yeah, like Lord knows Amazon and Lady and Bastion is always going to be creepy. That's like 14-year-old and someone that's like 30.
Yeah.
At least. Joey and Mai is like 6-7 years apart.
Yeah. Has anyone watched the newer ones? Is it better about this? Does it not do this anymore?
From what I've seen. Here, 5Ds is better about it because they're all adults.
Okay.
Easily
There we
better.
go.
Easily better about it. Everyone there is an adult, so it's fine. I don't know about the other ones. Oh, Happy says I don't know. You're a Yu-Gi player. Heck, Javier, do you know?
That
Dark Magician got an archetype, right? Oh, Javier doesn't know. I believe Dark Magician became an archetype around 2016. So, when do they like? Here's my question: when do they remake the classic anime? Now that the card games exist and all the characters can have actual archetypes around their iconic cards.
Yo,
That feels like such a no-brainer.
that's like an easy moneymaker right now. And they actually, unlike a lot of like any kind of remake of anything these days, there's a solid reason because it would the actual duels could go completely different with actual proper decks. Isn't that the point of Duel Links? What is Duel what?
Isn't that the game though? That's not an anime. Get that out of here.
And to make an archetype, you need monsters to support each other. But they'll remake it, and Taya's deck will still just suck.
Oh, that guy wants to talk about Snorlax. Maybe they're able to remake it and make it so Taya and Tristan actually matter.
God, yeah. Taya is one of the worst cases of the girl I've ever seen in any piece of media ever, actually. Like, usually the thing with the girls is that they understand emotions better. Because of that bullshit. So it's like narratively you understand that even with the blatant sexism of the whole thing, you narratively understand what their place is in there. But man, Taya just couldn't do shit all.
Brave. Thank you. Also, shout out to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged bit. Where Yu-Gi-Oh! and Yugi and Taya are like together, trying to figure out where to go, and Taya runs in one direction, and Yugi's like, "How do you know that's the right way?" And she's like, "A woman's intuition." And then it cuts to a black screen with text. It's like, that's how the original Japanese did it. Let's see how the dub did it. I think, and just like, how do you know? It's like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh.
I think your actual dialogue was your guess is as good as mine, but you know.
Oh my god. And that's DM. Teo's starting worse in season 0. Trade of sexualized Tekken back. Cool. Anyway. And then there's Akiza. I guess that's one of the newer girls?
Akiza. Yeah, that's 5D's chick. How old is she? No, I don't think it. Never mind. How old is she? I don't know. She looks like an adult. So I assume she was.
That's foolishness. This is anime. That's foolish.
Yeah.
That says which.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, how old is she? I was like, wait, no, it's fine. The show doesn't actually pair her with the protagonist.
Oh, good, because she's 16.
Oh, fun. But I was like, wait, was there any other characters that she shipped with that are older?
So can I shout out the fact that we got it both ways with this being creepy in the original Yu-Gi-Oh? So we have Mai and Joey, who they definitely wanted romantic undertones with. And that's its own gross, right? On the flip side, do you remember how Tristan had a crush on Joey's sister?
Yes.
Do you know how old Joey's sister is?
Not old enough.
So Tristan and Joey are 17 to 18. Serenity is 12 to 13.
Oh.
That is an 18-year-old boy goo-goo-eyeing over a 12 to 13-year-old girl. Yu-Gi-Oh! Please stop doing this challenge.
Anyways,
Please.
fingers crossed Akisa doesn't actually have any romantic shenanigans with anyone.
I want to cry. It's not even like some of them. Like, the more I look at these, why is it all of them?
Happy says also Dark Magicians gets Ebon Illusion Magician in 2014, which is where you first see the banishing theme, and Magician's Rod in 2016, which is the first card that ties everything together. Akisa is 12, Akisa is 16.
Serenity Wheeler, Joey's little sister, which Tristan and Duke Devlin both have goo-goo eyes over all the time, is fucking 12 to 13 throughout the show.
Please hit. Thank goodness.
Oh my, so anyway. Who else's age am I looking up here to just ruin my life? Who else's age am I here? Look up my...
Was Duke Devlin as fun in the actual show as he was in, what's that called? Abridged?
No.
That's
Not
fair.
to my memory. So he got some really good sass from what I remember. He was very fun and sassy, but he was just straight up a useless character on top of like the other cast, like just not being utilized very well. He very rarely was used well. Like he was very rarely like used. He was often just there making comments about stuff. And it's not like it's weird because in theory, he made a note that like he wanted to be king of games and he studied all different kinds of games to come up with dice monsters. So you think that like they'd utilize that more, that he has this outside knowledge that he could bring to maybe do his duels a little funkier, but no, he really didn't.
Which in fairness, you'd think Yugi could do that too, because he was supposed to be like that was the idea. He just played a bunch of different games before.
Huh. Duke is actually slightly younger than them. That's 16.
Oh, Raiko busts in with Lyra. Do you have Kirby in the Forgotten Land? I do not.
Lyra plays Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Win.
I get it.
To be fair, female characters get better treatment, which isn't saying a lot. In something, the bar is so low as a tripping hazard in hell, so as long as you don't limbo dance with the devil, you'll be fine. We all know Alexis and how everyone fell in love with her. That was one of the ones I wanted to look up. Yugi.
I would hope that they're like 3 years apart, max. At least with like Chaz.
It's a shame that the show also didn't know how to use her, because I do remember actually enjoying her.
And she was actually like Taya is very much like, I can get why they didn't know what to do with her. She was the love interest from when the show was basically a slice of life. And so when it became shonen, and they already had they had so many characters, the males were being thrown aside, like, we have no idea what to do with them.
Alright, so it looks like Alexis is the same age as the crew. They're all 15.
Okay.
They're all 15 and then age up by 1 year each season.
Yeah, which is why I assumed she'd be at least 1 year older, because I believe they're there. Like, I believe they're there for 3 years, so I believe she's wearing the. What is the idea with the color coding? Because I could have swore the ones that were more white meant you were in your last year. But I swear she's there all 3 years.
I thought the more white was the more elite duelers, which just often was the ones who'd been here longer. You know, I think it's, well...
Because Chumley also is wearing the white one, and he's not an elite duelist under anybody's...
Oh, you know that.
He is not an elite duelist even by Slifer Red standards. So I could have... Yeah, and both him and Zane leave after the first year.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Crowler, blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Wait, what?
What's up?
What? Please tell me this isn't real.
What?
Contrary to popular belief, all females that are accepted to Duel Academy are automatically placed in Obelisk Blue dorms, regardless of whether they have the skill necessary to be accepted into the dorm. Primarily exampled by Jasmine and Mindy. The reason for this is because the lower two dorms do not have appropriate housing, as Obelisk Blue is the only one with separate dormitories for female and male students.
Interesting. Also, Gary, how's Poco's coming along? I caught 40 kinds. Well, I have good news for you, my friend. Or bad news, depending on how you look at it.
So, Lyra, it turns out all the girls just wear the white one. You are correct in that the whiter ones for males denote a that you are in your senior class. The girls just have white ones. The girls are only ever seen in the white ones, apparently. There is no bluer version.
Okay. I had a question, but it was immediately answered. Happy says, isn't there a red girl? Referring to Blair. I don't know if you got her. Apparently she's Obelisk Blue and wears the red because she has a crush on Jaden.
Yeah.
White?
Yeah, that person's not. There is one girl who ends up. I don't know if it was her, but something. Yeah, like she mixes in, and everyone thinks she's a boy. I do remember that small plot point.
I think that is Blair.
Yeah. And then they're like, she's a girl? Is that the one who originally had the crush on the actual like Zane or whatever?
Possibly.
And then Jaden's like helps her out and she's just like, I have a new love. Anyway. Yeah. Apparently all of the girls are just in this white one. It just does not ever change for them. This is so...
Hey, tell your tales.
It's so stupid. You had to really work hard to fucking make this so dumb. Do you know what I mean? Like, the easy answer of if you're in more white and you're senior, and no, it's just...
Story tales.
Oh man, I was excited until I remembered it's not a Nuzlocke. Shout out to the fact that in online stuff where you can get the school uniforms is the only place where there is shown a Slifer red girl's uniform.
I just wanted you all to know I was very tempted. If I weren't specifically trying to get experience, I would have hit explosion.
I want to shout out that the girls' uniform that they do for the Slifer Red is actually kind of bitchin'.
Ooh.
It's got really cool fingerless gloves that actually have like kind of like the metal knuckles on it. And it's like they go with the, instead of it being like obelisk blue where it's like all of the white, it's mostly the red with the skirt as the white and the accents as white, so it's like super striking. It actually looks genuinely very cool.
Spicy.
It genuinely looks very spicy. Oh, okay. So raw yellow girls uniform. So they do the obelisk thing where it's all the white. They still keep the gloves, but I think it's Anyway, it's much less cool. The fingerless gloves, though, very good choice.
Oh no, a door.
No, a door. Lyra, have you saved recently?
Yes.
Have you also save stated recently?
Yes. I like how the first thing that's been done since I reset is happy claiming free coins, which I think everyone can do since it's been reset.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and there just goes everybody reclaiming free coins.
Anyway. Also, yeah, it looks like when Blair was first introduced, she was wearing those clothes and she was disguising herself as a boy. She was also disguised the next time. And it looks like she was, it's like you said, Lyra, she was in Obelisk technically, but she got a hold of, she always wears a Slifer outfit. She's very I'm a Slifer in my heart.
I'm proud of her.
Which also she modified it to be like a crop vest that she wears over a shirt, which good for you. And secondly, man, you had to have gotten a shit ton of bullying being in the Blue Dorm saying I'm a Slifer at heart. That's some real brave shit, girl. You're very brave.